This is devotional number 340, and today's date is September 29th, 2017. We have been looking at the subject of your heart condition this week, and today I'd like us to consider Proverbs 17:3, where we read, "The fining pot is for silver, and the furnace for gold, but Jehovah trieth the hearts." We learn from Psalm 66:10 through 12, "For thou, O God, hast proved us. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried. Thou broughtest us into the net. Thou laidest affliction upon our loins. Thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water, but thou broughtest us out into a wealthy place." As God saved his people, and as they grow in grace, one thing they quickly recognize is that the Christian life is a battle. Wonderfully, we don't fight alone, as 2 Chronicles 32, 7 through 8 reminds us. "Be strong and courageous, be not afraid, nor dismayed for the king of Assyria, nor for all the multitude that is with him. For there be more with us than with him. With him is an arm of flesh, but with us is Jehovah our God to help us and to fight our battles." And the people rested themselves upon the words of Hezekiah, king of Judah. Isaiah 43:2 further adds, "When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee." The Apostle Paul expressed the role of suffering in Philippians 3:10, which really summarizes his own spiritual goals as well as ours. "That I may know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his sufferings, being made conformable unto his death." As I look back on my own walk, and I'm sure you can say the same thing, I have to admit that as I faced trials, weakness, and correction, I grew the most spiritually. 2 Corinthians 10:9 through 10 puts it so succinctly. "And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly therefore will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong." 1 Thessalonians 3:3-4 further teaches that no man should be moved by these afflictions. "For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. For verily when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and ye know." And 2 Corinthians 4:7-11 adds, "But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of God and not of us. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. Always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Jesus, that the life also of Jesus might be made manifest in our body. For we which live are always delivered unto death for Jesus' sake, that the life also of Jesus might be made manifest in our mortal flesh." Job 7, 7 through 18 poses this question: What is man, that thou shouldest magnify him, and that thou shouldest set thine heart upon him, and that thou shouldest visit him every morning and try him every moment? As early as the Garden of Eden and all the way to our present day of judgment, God has been testing man, as these next verses attest. Psalm 139:23 states, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts." 1 Peter 1:7 affirms that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Jesus Christ. And Zechariah 13:9 says, "And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, It is my people. And they shall say, Jehovah is my God." Malachi 3:3 proclaims, "And he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. And he shall purify the sons of Levi, and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto Jehovah an offering in righteousness." Job 23:10 is a remarkable affirmation of God's power and grace in the lives of his children. "But he knoweth the way that I take. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold." This wonderful promise highlights God's constant faithfulness and love to his elect. And James 5:11 in turn is a commentary on Job himself. "Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful, and of tender mercy." Lastly, we read this beautiful statement in Hebrews 12:6 through 8. "For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? For they verily for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby."